Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Battlefields first on today's race. It's the Coastal Stage 2, but it's with the new seed score. And since then, I've been doing like my own thing for like the last 8 weeks. They have me in the D group. I won't be here for very long. Oh yes, and here's the ducky in the bathtub with the bicycle. So yes, you know who that's for. Comments down below if you know who that is for. Um, so we are now racing here. I wouldn't like. Yeah, we're talking about a little bit of separation here, 215 watts or so. 200. I don't know how much. We got up to 265 here. Looks like it's not like 280, 285. Like this isn't really much pressure. Like, do I actually hit 300 here? Okay. I just touched 300, making sure that back doesn't come back. Because they can just ride by themselves. Actually, I think one guy actually bridges across. But I'm not actually sure. Yeah. So nothing happens during the flats. Where we are now down to 4.5 kilometers, and this is where everything just kicks off. So I spot a rider going, trying to do a cheeky little move here. Coming up, it's the green, white, and orange flag is who we were chasing down. No one else was really challenging or making any watts, so I decided to just jump onto his wheel. Though there are 3 bona fide sprinters in this group that have over 900 watts on tap, and that comes into play later on here, because it was like this guy here that I was racing with had to make up his mind on what placement he was going to get. He very, very nearly got himself off the podium. So we're stretching this out now. We're at about 4 seconds here. We keep on stretching this out here. This is a little bit uphill, but like not much of anything. So this guy is cranking out 5 watts per kilo or so, 4.5. Lots of 4.5, and then he tries to pull a stunt, and then I check him hard, and it's like I checked him, but I checked him with the facts that this is true. Everything that I'm going to say is true. Coming up here in a second. Yeah. So he tries to get me to go in front, and that's so we're going to jump a little bit here. So I warned him. I have 1,000 watts on tap, and then I gave him another warning. So I gave him a warning that he's probably going to lose my position. Then I give him the warning that there's 2 guys in the back group that have 900 watts on tap. And this is where he made the decision that he's going for second place. But I forced his hand into going to second place for going for second place here. Because he really didn't want to do this. He didn't want to tow me to the finishing line. But if he would not have towed me to the finishing line and let this back group catch up, he would have been off the podium. He would have got 4th place. So he had to make that decision here. I don't know if he glanced over at Swift Power or not to validate what I said. But he may have known that this is not my normal group, obviously now that I just got back into this group, and I won't be in this group for very long. And later on, when he drops a ghost power up, I'll show you guys what to look for to make sure you're in the draft when someone's in the ghost power up. I wonder if Swift HQ is going to watch my videos and take this little. I wouldn't call it a hack because it's technically it's their own doing, but you guys will be able to see it. It's like this is masterclass how I drafted him with the ghost on. So he's still pushing. I think he felt a little bit safe here, like he's probably going to go for second place. Now everybody is 6 seconds behind. And then he goes again once. So kind of like okay, pacing the group here. Then he starts to increasing the watts back up to 3.8. So, but he's lucky that so he does. He starts to pump up bigger watts, and I was ready for this. Okay. So watch what happens with the close the gap sign here. He disappears. Close the gap sign is still there. It disappears and it comes back. Then I just watch the close the gap sign. Right? That's how you can draft somebody with the ghost on. So I knew where he was with the close the gap sign. I wonder if Swift HQ is going to take that out if someone drops the ghost here, and I only get half value out of here. And I really didn't crank on it until after it came back after the 400 meters. At 400 meters, it disables itself. So, and then I go here pretty good. It's funny that I was watching the guys in the back. They were really just watching each other at this point. I'm not quite sure why they didn't hammer it. They may have hammered it after I got through the banner. There we go. The one guy went 8 at the very, very end. All right. Comment, like, and subscribe, but only if you like big watts. All right. Love you all. Bye.